There is a strange tension in your chart today, Leo. The same planetary pattern that is making you want to defend your point of view the loudest is also the one quietly begging you to ask one more question before you do. Most horoscopes will not tell you that. Tay does something rarer than usual. It puts your relationships, your career, and your nervous system under the same cosmic microscope. And by the end of this, you will understand why today keeps circling back to one word proof. Something is asking to be verified today, Leo, and it is not going to let you skip that step. The bigger picture. Two slow-moving outer planets, Pluto and the North Node, are currently traveling together through Aquarius, the part of your Western chart that governs partnership and one-on-one connection. In Western astrology, this pairing signals a season of evaluation, not a punishment, but an audit. Any significant partnership, romantic, business, or creative, is being quietly weighed. Fate seems to be nudging you toward a deeper one-on-one exchange, where the subtext matters more than the words themselves. Layered on top of that, the moon in Aries is currently moving through your ninth house of beliefs and future vision, and it is forming a square, intense, friction-producing angle to Mercury, who is resting in your private 12th house. Squares create pressure, and this one tends to distort plans with impatience or half-formed assumptions. Fix is not more confidence, it is more clarity. Later in the day, the moon shifts into Taurus and settles into your 10th house of career, and that friction softens into something you can actually build with: steady, visible progress. Here is where two traditions quietly agree on the same message. The Western lens sees Pluto and the node, asking you to prove a partnership can hold weight. The transiting Moon-Mercury square asks you to prove a vision can hold weight too. Different areas of life, same underlying lesson. Today is not about announcing conviction, it is about backing conviction up with evidence. Love. That partnership audit from earlier does not stay abstract. It shows up first in matters of the heart. If you are in a relationship, this may not be the day for grand declarations. It is more likely to be a day for reading between the lines, noticing what your partner is not quite saying out loud. The same Aries Moon-Mercury tension that is clouding your bigger vision can just as easily turn a small disagreement into an unnecessarily dramatic one, both people feeling certain they understand the whole picture, neither one actually asking what the other person is worried about. If you have been feeling like a conversation with a partner keeps almost happening but never quite landing, that is this energy showing up exactly as expected. The relief comes later. When the moon moves into steady Taurus, that is when a promise starts meaning something again, especially if it comes with an actual date or a concrete next step. Enthusiasm alone will not cut it today. Enthusiasm needs proof. For those still single, some astrologers reading current planetary rhythms suggest an easy rapport may form with a Gemini, though this leans more toward a gentle possibility than a guarantee. Career. Take a breath here, because this next part is genuinely useful. That same square asking for verification in love is asking for verification in your professional life too. This is where the story starts to connect. If you have got a bigger vision for a project, a pitch, or a plan you are excited about, today is not the day to sell that excitement while quietly ignoring the missing details. Check the root. Reread the message. Ask the one clarifying question you have been avoiding because you already feel confident enough. The Aquarius partnership audit plays a role here too, since so much career progress right now runs through a two-way relationship, a boss, a collaborator, a client, where reading the subtext matters more than pushing your agenda. The good news arrives later in the day, and it is substantial. As the moon settles into Taurus and your 10th house of career, that earlier restlessness turns into something people can actually see, measure, and trust. This is the difference between an idea that sounds good and a result that holds up in daylight. This steady, provable energy carries directly into your finances. Some astrologers reading today's overall pattern for Leo describe a modest upward pull in resources and financial luck, not a windfall, but a favorable draw. Given everything else happening today, the wiser move is to treat that favorable energy as an invitation to build carefully rather than spend impulsively. The same principle from your career story applies here. A concrete plan with a number attached will serve you better than a vague sense that things are going well. Health. And this is where today's chart takes an unexpected turn, because the biggest insight of the day is hiding here in the section most people skip past. You have likely been carrying more mental and emotional weight than you are admitting. Leo, that lingering Mercury energy resting quietly in your 12th house, has a way of making people minimize their own exhaustion. Here is what makes today genuinely worth paying attention to. The very placement that has been fueling your restless overthinking is the same one inviting you into rare, low-maintenance rest. In Vedic tradition, the moon's placement in Pisces today is described as gentle and healing, well-suited to meditation and quiet retreat rather than pushing through. What that means practically is this: the anxious energy and the antidote are coming from the exact same part of the sky. You are not broken for feeling tired. You are simply standing in the one moment built for recovery. If you have been under real pressure lately, prioritizing sleep and hydration is not indulgent right now. It is necessary. A skincare routine that actually works for your skin, herbal tea sipped slowly through the day, lunch outside the office instead of at your desk. These small, unglamorous choices matter more today than usual. Some Vedic practitioners may recommend Saturn-related remedies, such as specific gemstones or mantras, but only for individuals whose birth charts genuinely support them. This is never universal advice, and gemstone prescription in Vedic astrology requires real chart analysis, not a daily horoscope. If you are drawn to color as a gentler, universally safe option, deep blue is considered supportive for you today. Home and family. Perhaps you have noticed people leaning on you more than usual lately, wanting to talk something through. That 12th house Mercury energy makes you a natural, quiet listener right now, and people sense it. You do not need to solve anyone's problem today. A compassionate ear is enough, and honestly, it may be all you have the bandwidth to offer, which is completely fine. At home, this is a good day to protect softness rather than performance. Let the space around you feel unstructured for a moment. Travel and spirit. If travel has been on your mind, this is a day better suited to research than booking. Some sources point to Bosnia as an intriguing option worth exploring for a future trip. Though there is no astrological urgency attached to it, simply an interesting possibility to file away. Spiritually, this entire day circles back to one image. A mirror held up twice, once in your relationships and once in your own vision for the future, both asking the same quiet question: does this actually hold up, or does it just sound good? Meditation, quiet reflection, or simply sitting somewhere calm rather than filling every hour will serve you better than pushing forward on willpower alone. Lucky signs. Deep blue remains your supportive color today. The morning hours between 9 and 11 a.m. carry a gentler, more auspicious quality for important conversations or decisions. Gemini energy may feel unusually easy to connect with, particularly for those currently single. Theta's guidance. By the end of today, the theme running underneath everything becomes hard to miss. Relationships, career plans, and even your own body are all asking for the same thing: a little more evidence, a little less assumption. The good news is that this is not a day working against you, Leo. It is a day quietly rewarding anyone willing to slow down just long enough to ask the one clarifying question instead of delivering the speech. Do that, rest when you can, and let the proof come in its own time. That is genuinely all today is asking of you.